You've probably heard of the phrase Valley Girl. What the heck does Valley Girl mean? Well, Valley Girl is, let's say, a type of person who speaks a certain way, and it has a name. I would say that Valley Girl has spread from California, which is where Valley Girl gets its name, California Girl, a certain area in California called the Valley, that has spread across the country and is spreading around the world. I think the reason that people say like a lot in native English and like we like or and I was like, as in I said, I think the reason for that is this sort of trend that started in California with what we call Valley Girl. Now we'll talk about some of the specific elements that make up Valley Girl, but before we do that, I want to show you a quick video to give you a sense for what this sounds like. Now you're going to hear a Valley Girl from someone who is not a Valley Girl, from Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones. She does a good one though. So we'll listen to the stereotypical Valley Girl, and then we'll talk about some of the things inside of it. So let's take a look.
I also understand that you do, and I was dying to hear this, you do a great Valley Girl impersonation. Because I have a teenage daughter, so I love that voice appeals to me.
Uh-huh. I don't know, it's because I watched like a lot of American TV when I was growing up that I just like love in California. It's like makes me really happy.
Wait.
That's amazing.
But you have a character. You have a character.
No, but I feel like you're going to totally be friends with my daughter.
Oh my God, yes.
This could be like if you could watch the Kardashians together. All the time.
Right?
You
And
could
like
like watch them all
Bachelorette.
the time because we could have the best time.
We would have like so much fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like we need our own show. That's
We
that's
totally
the whole thing.
need our
I
own
know.
show because my mom's show is like so boring.
All right, so now notice a couple of the characteristics of that. Notice one, that when you watch movies from anywhere or when you meet especially younger people, maybe below the age of 40, you hear certain things there, especially the word like and oh my God and so and totally. We'll get into the specifics, but you'll hear these things everywhere. My theory goes, we're all English speakers are slowly becoming Valley Girls, or at least we're influenced by them. But the Valley Girl is this much stronger thing, this much stronger style of speaking, maybe even style of being. Who knows? It might be a kind of spiritual practice or energy. I don't know. But whatever it is, they both know what they're talking about. They close their eyes when they speak and they think, and the sound comes out of their noses more so, right? And it sounds a little bit lazy, like I can barely put forward the energy to open my mouth and say something. And as soon as I even think in that way, my eyes begin to close and the air starts coming out of my nose and my tongue sticks out a little more. And like I start using the word like more and more and so much, like totally. And so you'll hear certain words like that and a sort of pattern of speech that feels familiar in some ways. Because, again, I think we're all slowly becoming Valley Girls. And I mean that. Not completely 100%, but I will sometimes find the word like inappropriately used as a thinking word or as in I said, and I'll say instead, and I was like, I find myself saying it sometimes. It pops out of my head sometimes. So, a few of the specific things here. Number one, what does like mean? Well, like means nothing, like thinking word. So it's sort of the same as and like. Thinking words change over time. Thinking words change by culture. We use and now like is very common. But if you hear people say, I was like, it means that's what I did or that's what I was thinking when this happened. And when he said that, I was like, what? And that doesn't mean I said what. It might mean I said what, but it might mean also that I was thinking, I can't believe this, in my own head. It could be either one. It could also be what we do, right? Sometimes action is like. So that's how it's used. Now, You also hear so. So is used usually to stretch something. I miss you so much, right? I want it so badly, so badly. And it's fine, but it's definitely used more in this sort of Valley Girl English. It's so good, so great. This is so I find that the Valley Girl way of speaking sort of stretches things and pushes it towards it's called a superlative. A superlative is when you go to the farthest end of something. It's the best. It's totally great. It's amazing. It's fantastic, right? It's so good. It's so great. It's so interesting. It's so terrible. It pushes it closer toward the extreme, and that's why you hear so a lot. So it's not that so is incorrect or anything. It's just that I think it's more often used in the Valley Girl English. Also, oh my God. Oh my God. Usually we think of oh my God as this extreme expression, like oh my God, oh my God, what's happening, right? But in Valley Girl English, we say, oh my God, it's just part of the natural flow of sounds coming out. Oh my God, you can't believe what happened yesterday. Oh my God, oh my God. Anywhere is fine, and it doesn't have to actually mean some sort of moment of shock or surprise. No, it doesn't mean that anymore in this way of thinking. And now I think it's becoming part of normal English to say, oh my God, in a way that's much less extreme. Before it was used as, oh my God, and now it's just, oh my God, you won't believe what Kevin said to me 5 minutes ago. It doesn't mean that it's some crazy thing. It might just be some normal thing that he said. He said he's gonna go to Starbucks. It could be something very ordinary. This is the idea of pushing things closer toward the superlative, toward the extreme. And it's the same with totally. It's totally amazing. It's so totally amazing and totally great. So this idea of using totally and amazing to talk about ordinary, normal, everyday things is, again, pushing toward the superlative, pushing toward the extreme. And that's what we get with Valley Girl English. And that's what's sort of becoming part of the normal way of speaking, especially in American English, but I see it popping up elsewhere in the world too. People start talking like this. They start using oh my God more, and totally more, and so more, and especially like more. And the last one that they use more is literally.
I posted a pic on Insta and it only got like 3 likes. I'm literally dying.
Ow, that's like not a lot.
Literally. But it's said as literally. Very kind of like, you have to put yourself to sleep, half asleep to do it correctly. You have to sort of close your eyes, and you have to imagine that you've just had 7 glasses of Chardonnay, and you have to barely have the energy to say anything. And then is like, don't try that hard. And use, oh my God, and so, like that. And then you say literally to mean that's actually what I mean. And literally, I'm literally starving to death. I'm literally dying. Except, what does literally mean? Literally means that you are actually dying. What, you're dying? Really? Literally means this is truly happening to me. That's the meaning of the word literally. Right? Someone's literally starving. That means they're skin and bone and they're about to die from not eating enough food for 7 months, right? That's what that means. Except, again, we're pushing things toward the superlative. That means that extreme expressions, oh my God, literally, so, totally, amazing, they're all being normalized and they're losing their power. So now when we say I'm literally dying, it doesn't mean you're literally dying. It just means I'm bored, right? I'm literally dying from boredom. So what that really means is you're just bored. I'm literally starving. So what you're saying is you're hungry. Yeah, that's right. So you're not literally dying. And now you're just hungry. Yeah, I'm literally starving to death. So that's the idea. That's the trend. That's the pattern. And look out for it in every kind of situation. In movies, look out for it in the workplace. Even more formal situations, people who are in their 30s, 40s, you'll hear people use, especially like, and oh my God, and so. You'll hear it, and it's slowly spreading like a virus around the world. We're all going to be Valley Girls. That's my theory. All right, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you check out my courses in the description. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. Okay, let me know in the comments. I read all the comments. All right.